Okay, so please don't judge the dressing gown. I am so unwell. It's horrendous. But I did want to do the a video of the books that um what did I want to do again? Books that I like, my top favorite books for um 2025, because why not, apparently. No. I read 43 books, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 favorites, but there's like 1, 2, 3 series, 4 series in there, and they're like three books, 2 books, 4 books, 4 books. So, you know, um, yeah, these are books that I read that I really did enjoy and that have kind of like stuck with me. And I'm not gonna lie, they really have stuck with me. Like, I can't stop thinking about them even now. Like, they're just there, rent free. Sorry, I have to move my blanket because I think I'm gonna have to put like books on the floor, and the cat's like right here, and he keeps jumping up, so I'm trying to make space as well. So anyway, where was that? Yeah, rent free. Yeah. So we're just gonna, guess, not quick fire them because, you know, I don't want to do that. But they are kind of like, heavy books. So these will be books that were like 5 star or so close kind of thing. Um, I think some, after a while, I changed rating for to higher ratings because I did enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would, and it just stayed in my head. So like when I first read, ooh, I think it was like Bride, I gave it like a 4.5, 4.75, but it stayed in my head way too long. So yeah, and I mean, like, even all the Freedom McFadden's with the Housemaze ones that I read last year in January, um, I loved them, but they were all, they none of the, I don't think there was any 5 stars. They were all like 4.75, 4.5. I'm not really a thriller person like that, but they were still so high that they were definitely in my favorites. Okay, so we're gonna start. I have to lean across. I'm so sorry. So forgive me for that, I guess. Oh my god, and they're really heavy. So you're gonna have to bear with me. See? Heavy. Okay, so I'm starting with, I just whacked myself. So sorry. Um, I'm starting off with The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I do have the collector's editions. I'm pretty sure these were all like, apart from novella that I didn't actually give a rating for officially, because it's a novella. Who rates a novella? But if I had to give it a rating as an overall, that, I mean, like, the whole series was definitely a 5 star read. I mean, it was definitely really high, like 4.75. So we're just gonna round that up to a 5 star as an overall for the series. It really did stick with me. I'm so excited because there's gonna be, oh crap. There we go. I'm so, oh, that whacked me. I'm so excited because there's actually going to be a second series to this on BBC. I'm just waiting for it to come out. I'm so excited to watch that. And guys, because I did do these as a reading vlog for you, uh, did I do non-spoiler? I think I did non-spoiler. Pretty sure I did non-spoiler. Yeah, anyway, because I did this as a reading vlog for you, I also have Five Survive here, which is also by Holly Jackson. I'm going to be doing that as a reading vlog too. Obviously, it's not like part of the series, but it's still by the same author. So I thought it'd be interesting to see the differences between like this one and that one. I think I also have like the uh, reappearance of Rachel or something. That one, I can't remember. I think so. I might not. I don't know. It's somewhere. I have a lot of books, guys. I have way too many. Um, so, but this is in like my favorites for the year. Oh my gosh, where am I sticking it now? This is what I mean. I hadn't fully thought that through. Okay, we're just gonna stick those there. Okay, and then this was actually a real shocker. Okay, so I loved Guardians of the Aspis, which is by Sarah L. Rose. Okay, guys, if you haven't read this, I would recommend reading it, but it is a thick one. Okay, it's fantasy. Um, there is definitely. Oh my gosh, I just whacked myself with the microphone. There is romance in here, but it's so slow paced. Like, I feel like we finally got somewhere, and then at the end, everything changed, and I was like, no. Yes, I'm dying for the second one. I got this one from Bookmark with Chris, I think it is. Yeah, as one of his monthly boxes. I'm so excited. I have to go and get the second one. I'm waiting for it to come on Amazon. Um, I haven't bought any book boxes actually for a while. Maybe I should do that again soon. Um, but overall, where was I? Yeah, this one was unexpected. I don't know, and it didn't take me that long to get through it. Um, I don't. I'm not gonna lie. When I first read the back, I I don't know how to explain it. When I first read the back, I wasn't feeling it. Um, but overall, I really kind of like, yeah, I was in there with it, 100%. It was worth it. Um, yeah, yeah, it was definitely a surprise. Okay. Oh my gosh. And then my next one is the Philip McFadden Housemaid series, which is all of them. Yeah, there we go. Kind of got them all there. Oh my gosh, guys, I have actually read, no, not read, sorry, I watched the first movie when it's just, well, it didn't just come out, it came out Christmas, well, Boxing Day. I read it, freaking heck. I watched it while I was at my mum's because, yeah, why not? We watched it, and she was like, so what's going to happen? I was like, no, you need to watch. I'm not telling you what's going to happen, even though I already knew. It was just so fun to watch it like live. Like it literally kind of played out mostly how I had it in my head. There were a few things I was like, okay, cool. Didn't, didn't really, yeah, no. But most of it fell into like how I pictured it. And I was so happy and excited. And yeah, no regrets watching that whatsoever. The series I really enjoyed. I probably read it in like the space of like 3 days. I was just so I read the first one, it did take me a little while. When I hit the second one, I kind of devoured that in a day. Obviously the novella I devoured it within the day. And then this one took me a little longer. So like yeah, the Housemaid is Watching did take me a little longer just because obviously I started it later on in the evening. I imagine that if I'd started it like during the morning, I probably would have finished that in a day too. I got so into these. I'm not a thriller girly, I'm not gonna lie. I am trying to get myself into some thrillers because I do want that diversity in reading. I used to be only strictly fantasy kind of gal. Didn't like any romance or anything like that. So when I started uh book talk mostly was like different fantasy books. I think I did read that one thriller. No, that wasn't Straight Away though. That was something else. I did read one mystery, I think, which I kind of liked, which was A Date with Death by Julia Chapman. I did like that, but I did have that as an arc. So yeah, but yeah, I mostly just used to read fantasy. Even growing up was mostly like fantasy or romantasy. I liked that little bit of romance in there. But now, as like an adult and like exploring more, I'm reading more romance now. I definitely love dark romance. I've like read more thrillers, and there are some that I do like. I mean, I read that The Maidens, which I think is technically a psychological thriller. I didn't really like that. I think it was another thriller I read. I didn't like that either, but I have enjoyed this. So yeah, yeah. So I guess you just learn as you go. Not every book is for everybody. And then, oh, and I've not really ever really read horror before. That wasn't really my thing before. So I've also read like like more horror type books. This is a fine example by Anna Lee is the Gruesome Fairy Tales. This one is 4 books in one, and then I have Cinders as well. And I do need to read Prince. Please don't judge. I need to read it because I have it here beside of me um, to read. I'm dying to read it, especially as the fact that I have loved this series. Yes, it is really horrific. yes, it's got really messed up stuff in there. Like I'm pretty sure we've got cannibalism. Yes, we do have cannibalism. I'm trying to think what else we have in here. Um, there's a lot of I think there is like essay in one of these. In the second, like there's last two books in this one, the Red and Wolf. I'm pretty sure, or it was like a lot of reference into it, kind of thing. Like they were selling her sex trafficking and stuff. If I remember rightly, which I'm hoping I do. I read it last year, okay, guys, and I have read. This was like near the beginning of the year, kind of thing for me. I've read a lot since then, so yeah, please forgive me. I'm trying my best to remember. So I read these two. I did love it. I would recommend it if you haven't read it. Definitely give it a go. Just trigger warnings. Trigger warnings for those. Trigger warnings. Okay, so I did read Love Hypothesis. This is one that no Love Theoretically. I did read Love Hypothesis as well, but that was year four. Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. So this is her women in STEM romance. Guys, I'm not really a sciencey person. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have literally no real knowledge on sciencey stuff and like theoretical science and was it theoretical physicists and something? Sorry, it doesn't actually say. It doesn't say on the back. I don't think it does in the book, but not on the back. I don't know because the one was like practical and one was theory. I think he was like practical or something. I can't remember, but there was like this article that he wrote as a younger boy or something, and it blew up the science community, and it was to do with like what his mum did, and like she was fake dating his brother or something. It's just all confusing. I do remember, yeah, I do remember, but like it's just snippets. Like when you really loved something when you read it, and then like you just put it down. Like a couple of weeks later, you're like, "Oh, I don't actually remember what I read." This is kind of like the thing that happens, okay? And when you go through so many books, they kind of start like rolling a bit, and you're like, "Oh wait, did that happen in that one, or was that a different one?" But I'm pretty sure I'm kind of along the lines of the rightness here. Um, but yeah, so and I just remember like she was trying to get like a scholarship thing that she didn't get, and he knew she was never going to get it, and he did tell her as well, like, you're not going to get it, and she didn't believe him, and she didn't in the end. So that was kind of sad, but they end up together anyway. That's the point of the story. They end up together. um yeah, yeah, they end up together in the end. That's what I remember. And we had a cameo, I think, from Adam and Olive in there too, which was so cute because that's from the Love Hypothesis, so that was really cute. Okay, and then like I did bring up Bride earlier. I also did read Bride. Okay, I do have Mate to read. It's in my pile here. Um, I loved this. Okay, this was her first fantasy, romantasy, we'll say, because it is romance as well. But boy, it was worth it. I loved it. I did this as a I think I did this one as a reading vlog on my book talk. I can't remember. But oh my gosh, guys, I did love this one too. It was I have read three of her romance ones. I read the Loath to Love You, which was three novellas together. The obviously Love Hypothesis and Love Theoretically. So this one was like different, and I did like seeing that difference. It's so cool. So I do look forward. I have actually in my year hopefuls, Not in Love and Checkmate. So Checkmate is her YA romance, and the obviously Not in Love is another woman in STEM because we need as many women in STEM books as possible. Oh, this is gonna hurt my fingers. I did read the original Inheritance Games. Is it Inheritance Games? Yes, the Inheritance Games trilogy. Um, I did this as a reading vlog as well for you guys. I'm pretty sure I did it as a non-spoiler. I can't remember. I have to double check. But oh my gosh, I loved this series as well. It was so good. I still have obviously to read the Brothers Throwhorn. Um, And then I've got like Games Untold, The Grandest Game, Glorious Rivals, same forward as backwards, or same backwards as forwards. Sorry, the one with her mum's name in it. So it's like the prequel to the whole thing. I've definitely got to have to do that as well. And they're all still going to be planned vlogs for you guys as well. I just haven't got around to, I haven't actually read anything this year. So please forgive me on that front. So yeah. I'm not even showing you the order I read them because I can't remember that order. The Ritual, guys, trigger warnings. Please read your trigger warnings, okay? If it comes to dark romance or anything that's dark in any way, trigger warnings, please. Because honestly, it's at the point where people read it and then they're like, oh, I can't. Guys, there's trigger warnings for a reason. If you read those and you still decide to read the book, knowing that there's a possibility that you might not be okay with it, that is fully on you. Okay? Not the book's fault. The book gave you warning. Whether you listen is another situation. I loved it. Okay? I know that I'm pretty sure I heard the author was a hit and miss. This series is a hit and miss. I'm sure I heard someone say they read it and they hated reading it, but they liked listening to it on Audible. Okay. I read it. I loved it. I devoured the book. I was doing this as a couples reading vlog with Darren. He's reading, he read Satan's Affair. I read this one. We actually have like a whole, it's going to be a whole kind of series there. So our first set of books is Dark Romance. He bought me this series, the whole series now. I have the whole series. So I'm reading that and he's reading books I give him. So that will come up in another video at some point, by the way, guys. We haven't forgotten. It's just been chaotically busy and stuff like that. So he's just trying to fit in where he can. I loved it, okay? I loved it. And no, I don't care that it's a dark romance. It was a good dark romance, okay? I loved it. I was fully immersed in the world of, was it Barrington? Is it Barrington? Yeah, Barrington University. Fully immersed into that world for a while. Didn't want to come back. Yeah. And I don't know, I really did enjoy it and I don't regret reading it. It was definitely a fun read. 100% enjoyable, and I would recommend it if you're into dark romance and secret societies and yeah. Okay. And because I feel like this hit a different spot for me, okay? I read Hopeless by Esther Silver. This was the last in the Chestnut Spring series. Literally at the beginning of the year, I was like, I picked up and was like, okay, I can't wait any longer. I really want to finish this series. I've been so excited to finish it. I want to know what happens, and I don't regret that either. This is a beautiful book. Honestly, like seeing a different side of like Bo was kind of expected. I loved that. Okay, so throughout the whole series, he was like the jokey brother who was in the army, and then I think even in book 3 when he finally came back, when he went missing and stuff, you could see that there was already starting to get that little change in him. In book 4 where he like kind of snapped at Winter, you know, yeah, you could see like the different side of him, and it was so interesting to see how it kind of flowed into this one, because I'm pretty sure the beginning of this one actually was interconnected with the 4th book as well. So it kind of like just kind of, they were kind of coinciding. But yes, I enjoyed it 100%, loved it, ate it up. Yes. Yeah, I did not dislike this book. I mean, I can understand why people didn't like it for an ending, but it was cute, okay? It had that cute ending where, yeah, he still got the girl, and yeah, their lives are actually different and better for them with each other in it, okay? They both moved out of town and made a better life for themselves at the end, okay? That's how that goes. Guys, don't hate on that. I liked that, okay? It was cute and cuddly, and yeah. And for a series end, that was really good, okay? Because what would be worse would be something like the third act breakup and never getting back together. That would have wound me up to no end. So I did. I loved it. Okay, it was. I mean, top one in the series for me is still Heartless. Okay, and then probably Powerless, then Reckless, then Hopeless, and then Flawless. But I loved them all. They were all loved books. Okay, they were all still 5 stars. I loved the whole series as an overall. But this one, I obviously I read last year, so I can't throw in that whole series because I read that other series, like the rest of the series in 2024. This was the only one I read in 2025. So, but I did start the Rose Hill series in as well. I read 2 books in that series last year. I liked the series. Okay, I've liked the series so far. They are definitely in like that top tier kind of. But I don't know. I feel like there was something missing in them. Maybe because I haven't read the last book and I've been in a slump. And guys, I'm trying not to be, but it happens. Okay. And Onyx Storm. Okay, I read Onyx Storm, and the ending to this one. This had me. I was like, kind of thing at the end. This is probably the only cliffhanger that got me. I'm not gonna lie, because I did read obviously like Fourth Wing, and then I waited a while before I read Iron Flame. Those cliffhangers didn't get me. Like I know that the books are meant to have cliffhanger apart from book 5, because that is the last one of the like that she's writing for this series. Guys, this cliffhanger had me on the edge of the seat. And I'm pretty sure I saw her do an interview where she said this one she'd already had written. Okay, this one was the one she was working to with the other books because this is her favorite. And I see why. Okay, I can see why. 100%. This was worth it. This was worth reading. Okay, I did this as well as a vlog for you guys, but I did it as a non-spoiler because when I read it, it was like literally still kind of fresh. And I didn't want to give anything away because I don't want to be a douche. But guys, this book had me just, ugh, yes, okay, yes. Definitely in my top. And like, it was like one of the first few I read of the year, so that was even more exciting. So yeah, that is literally all the books that are in my like top favorites for the year. Um, I'm gonna leave you guys there. I think my next video is, other than an unboxing that you won't see for a while yet, is probably, I don't know. I'm trying to think and I can't. Yeah, I think my next video is gonna be something like the couples reading vlog for you guys with the next book of the Lord series for me. Because we were taking it in turns to start the intros. I think it's me this time because he started last time. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this chaotic moment of books, my top tier books for the year, I guess, of 2025. And see you next one. Bye guys.